Dr. Roth with the Ohio Free Press at Ohio University in Zanesville, Ohio. I'm here with Johnny Walters, correct?
That's right.
And Kate. You just finished up the Meet the Candidate night, and obviously you came out for a reason this evening. Why did you come out?
To be informed.
Okay. On what issue, or what did you know about the candidates?
I didn't know anything about the candidates starting off, but I think one of the biggest problems in America today is ignorance. And so being informed is one big step towards getting what we want. We get the government that we deserve, and so if you're more informed, then maybe we can change something like that.
Very good. Did you get some questions answered that maybe you had on your mind, or did you get to ask a question tonight to a particular candidate or the panel?
Personally, I didn't get a chance to ask because of the time constraints, but I did hear some other interesting questions that others had that were answered, and I thought this would be quite insightful, things I haven't thought of before.
Do you think your mind was changed one way or another towards a candidate, or were you drawn more to one than another?
I didn't have any preconceived notions coming into it, so it was really just to see everybody for the first time and then draw conclusions once it was all said and done.
What's important to you? What issues are really important to you in your life?
I would say the biggest is big government. I think the size of government needs to be drastically limited. The second one is probably the Second Amendment and gun control.
And how do you see the current size of the government affecting your life? What are your concerns?
Not only my life, but everybody's life. Look at the amount of jobs that no longer exist. I mean, you have government coming in and trying to take control of healthcare, which is 17% of our economy. But look at Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security, and the whatever the car thing was, cash for clunkers. Those all miserable failures. What makes any of us think that they're going to be able to pick up the slack on healthcare?
Currently, your occupation status, are you employed, or are you looking for work?
Self-employed.
Okay, so you're self-employed. How do you feel that the taxes affect your business then as a self-employed business person?
Regarding healthcare?
No, regarding any of the taxes that exist out there that you have to pay.
Well, I'm just a strong opponent against federal tax simply because it's unconstitutional. So whether that's me as a business person or as a sole proprietor or working for a company, I don't think that there needs to be any federal tax. It only goes, I think it was Ronald Reagan that said that not one red nickel or one red penny goes towards the betterment of society. It only goes back towards paying the taxes that we owe, or the interest that we owe to the Federal Reserve. So I feel strongly about the income tax on a federal scale. Now, local and school taxes, I'm for those, as they can help our community and the betterment of the people that live around us.
Okay, Johnny, when did you decide to get involved or take a more active role in understanding who candidates are, where they stand, and who's going to win your vote? When did that begin?
Well, over the years, I saw that it doesn't matter whether you're a Republican, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, it doesn't matter who the United States president is, because ultimately you're not in control. It doesn't matter if the Democratic Party is for the people or the Republican Party is, pro-gun, pro-life, or whatever the stances are of these parties. It is really irrelevant. So what really matters is politicians at the local level and what you can do locally. And that's when I decided to get started and active in politics, is because of that fact, is because that it's the local issues that matter, and if you can build yourself up locally, then that'll obviously help in the grand scheme of things.
Johnny, do you think your friends, neighbors, and family are looking at things a little differently this cycle than they have in previous voting cycles?
Yeah, and I think it's a blessing and a curse. It's definitely a bad thing that everybody's losing their jobs and losing faith in their government, but it's also a good thing in light of the fact that they are waking up and seeing that there are bigger issues, and just knowing that, hey, it's not all about me anymore. Everybody before was very comfortable. They had two working parents, the two-car garage, the American dream, and now that American dream is falling into rubbish. And so I think as people get more angry and just mad about everything in general, that they are starting to open up and kind of see the bigger picture here. Bush messed things up for everybody, but Obama is furthering that agenda. So like I said before, it's not a left-right issue, and I think people are waking up to that now.
Very good. That's going to wrap us up with Johnny Walker and Kay. We appreciate it. This is the Ohio Free Press at Ohio University.